I'm Jessica Fagre-Perry, and I'm here today to show off the bass and to show off these wonderful Xotic pedals for you guys today. I've had this bass since January now, and I love it. I had recently, up until January, been playing on a Marcus Miller Fender Jazz 5-string, and that bass is really good. I feel like I outgrew it. I was looking to trade up, I suppose. So I started going shopping. I went everywhere, every music store around LA, tried out every single 5-string that I could find. And I found this one on the first day. I loved it, but was like, no, I have to keep on looking, keep looking. Went again the next day, came across it at a different store, and I knew that this was the one that I wanted. There were a couple of things I was looking for when I was buying the bass. One of the things that I wanted was, to be honest with you, I needed a more less heavy bass. I needed a more lightweight bass. Because when you are playing long gigs, it really does, it hurts your body. It hurts every part of your body. So I wanted something that was lighter, and this one is actually over 2 pounds lighter than the bass that I was playing before, and it makes a huge difference, not only in how your body feels, but how you play. The other thing that I just loved was I'd been playing on a lot of heavily lacquered necks, and this one just has, which is great, but I feel like sometimes it would feel sticky, or it would feel like my hand would get caught up for no good reason. And so with the smooth satin finish on this, I feel like I can do pretty much anything with it now. I don't get tripped up or anything like that. So that was basically the journey that brought me to playing this particular bass and to choosing this bass. So. I really like the way that this bass is set up with the volume tone control. It's similar to what I've been used to as well, and so it makes it's just easy for me, for my brain to be able to use it. I primarily use the bass in humbucking mode. I use it when it's active and humbucking. And then I'll mess with the tone, roll it on, roll it off, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like there's for me personally, in the stuff that I play and the styles that I play, it really allows me a lot of flexibility when I play in that way. But I do like to mess around with going single coil, blending the pickups and all of that kind of stuff for different songs. So I think really the song calls for what I'll use. But if I'm just going to stand up and play, and I will go humbucker first. So the other thing that I really loved was trying it out, and even playing through whatever amps they had at the store. I could get such a wide range. I could get super bright and super bassy really easily. It didn't take a lot to go one way or the other. Which is, again, it's important being a working musician and you're playing so many different gigs, or you're playing one gig that has so many different songs that you need to change up your tone quickly and not be messing around with, doing this, doing that. You just need to be able to go on the fly, and that was one of the things that really drew me to this. So the fact that you can go, humbucker to single coil, you have, the tone knob where you can go super bright to warm and just delightful. That was really what drew me into the bass and being able to use it for me. I am a professional musician working all over Los Angeles, playing every gig. So in any given week, I'll play a funk gig, and then I'll have to go right away to a country gig, and and I don't want to be bringing 1,000 different things, or different basses and stuff like that. I just want to be able to pick up my stuff and go. And so this is a bass that allows me to do that. I don't have to worry about anything else. And the other thing that I just loved about this bass when I first picked it up is the other basses that I've played on regularly have always had a floppy B string, where it's been really difficult to be able to enunciate notes, all of that kind of stuff, because it's so floppy. It would just be flu, you know, whatever note you're playing. But this has such a great response, and the volume is the same as well. So I can hit that the same as any of the other strings, hit it with the same intensity, and it's not going to be any louder or quieter. That was a big problem actually that I had with the Marcus Miller, was I would hit the B string at the same intensity as any of the other strings, and it would be so much flippin' louder, which would be slightly inappropriate at certain times in certain songs. So that was really kind of a blessing to be able to be fluid and be able to play whatever I wanted to play on whatever string I wanted to play. So that was it. As I've been saying, I am a professional working musician. I work with so many different artists and so many different musicians, and I need a bass that can go along with me and be there well. I fully recommend this bass for every working musician out there. You can go and you can be a jazz cat and a fusion cat and all of that kind of stuff, and this bass does wonderfully for that. But if you're like me and 100 other bass players out there who, you know, this is their job, this is their life, you need a bass that you can depend on, that's reliable, that you know is going to get tone for every single song and every single gig that you play. And this is that one. And so I do fully recommend, you know, at least giving it a shot. It feels really great.